Good day. Today we are going to learn about the determination of solids in water. Solids plays the major role in water if it is within the acceptable limit. It can be used for construction as well as drinking and agricultural purposes, and it can be formed in three forms. One is total solids, and another one is total dissolved solids, and the third one is total suspended solids. Dissolved is nothing but the solids is completely dissolved in the water. Say an example, a mixture of ink in the water, ink plus water. Whereas the suspended will be, the particles will be fully in the suspension mode in the water. Say example, the dust particles in the water. So total solids is equal to total dissolved solids plus total suspended solids. Now we are going to determine how to do the total dissolved and suspended solids in water. Apparatus used for this particular experiment. The experiment is done with the help of gravimetric method, silica crucible, hot air oven is the equipment used for determining the solids, or water bath can be used, and the third one is 0.45 micrometer filter paper. It is especially used for the determination of total dissolved solids. Then desiccator, weighing balance, and all normal glasswares like funnel, beaker, measuring cylinder, everything. So these are all the apparatus used and the equipments used to determine the solids. The procedure I am going to explain now. Just cut now. First we are going to determine the total solids in water using gravimetric method. So it can be done with the help of the above said apparatus. The procedure starts from the step 1. Initially, crucible, silica crucible has to be taken and it should be washed in a very clean water, and it should be dried properly using hot air oven. Then the crucible will be weighed using analytical balance. The weight will be considered as W1. Whereas the second step, in the same crucible, we have to take 20 ml of water sample in the crucible, and it should be kept in hot air oven at 105 degree temperature for 24 hours. At 105 degree temperature for 24 hours. If you are using the water bath, you can use with 100 degree temperature of 2 hours. The major thing is, the principle behind that is, the water should be get evaporated. So when it is getting evaporated, after that we have to take the silica crucible and it should be kept in the desiccator for cooling purpose. After that we have to weigh it. So that weight will be noted down as W2. Now you can determine the total solids. W2 minus W1 divided by volume of sample into 10 power 3 will give you the results of total solids in milligram per liter. Next, we are going to determine the dissolved solids of water, total dissolved solids, that also using same gravimetric method. So that we can call it as TDS. It is most important parameter in agriculture, what is drinking as well as construction purpose. If it is not within the allowable limit, we are not supposed to use it. So TDS, total dissolved solids, using gravimetric method. The apparatus used here is also silica crucible. And the most important thing is 0.45 micrometer filter paper, we have to use it. 0.45 micrometer filter paper, we have to use it along with the filtration assembly. Filtration assembly will be your funnel and measuring cylinder, everything. Now the same way the procedure starts with the silica crucible. Empty weight we have to take, that will be considered as W1 in gram. As well as the next important procedure, we have to take 20 ml of water sample and it should be filtered using 0.45 micrometer filter paper. Filtrate using 0.45 micrometer filter paper. So after filtration, we have to take the filtrate alone, filtered water sample, and it should be keep it in the silica crucible, and the same will be keep it the previous procedure. If it is in hot air oven, the same temperature for the same hours, like 105 degree temperature for 24 hours we have to keep it, so that the water will be get evaporated. Or else water bath 100 degree temperature for 2 hours. Once the water is getting evaporated, we have to take out the crucible and it will be kept inside the desiccator. After that, we have to take it out for weighing. So that weight should be noted. It is W2. The same calculation is used for determining the total dissolved solids. So that will be W2 minus W1 divided by volume of sample into 10 power 3 milligram per liter. So this will be like total dissolved solids procedure. In addition to the solids, we can determine the organic solids as well as inorganic solids. There is a separate category in the types of solids, organic and inorganic solids. The main difference is here we are going to take the crucible which is used for the determination of total solids. After getting the value of W2, the same crucible can be used in the determination of these organic and inorganic solids. So again, the apparatus used for this particular equipment is silica crucible. The main thing is muffle furnace. As I told you already, the determined total solids crucible, we can use it for this particular organic and inorganic solids determination. The crucible initial weight we have noted already. W2 is also we have noted already. Now we are going to determine W3. So W3 determination, we have to keep the same crucible inside the muffle furnace at 600 degree temperature for 15 minutes. So what will happen? The presented solids on the crucible will be just evaporated. It will be burned. So that will be considered as the organic solids. All the organic will be burned and it will evaporated. That is, we can also tell it as volatile solids. And the remaining inorganic or fixed solids will be inside the crucible. So what we have to do, 600 degree temperature, the same crucible will be taken and it is kept in the 600 degree temperature for 15 minutes inside the muffle furnace. After that, using tongs, it should be carefully taken out and it will be keep it in the desiccator. So after cooling, the crucible will be weighed and that will be noted as W3. So this W3 indicates the fixed solids or inorganic solids. The calculation for the fixed solids or total inorganic solids. It's W1 minus W3 divided by volume of sample into 10 power 3 milligram per liter. So this will give us total inorganic solids. Again, from total solids and total inorganic solids, we can determine the total organic solids. When we subtract the value from total solids to the total inorganic solids, we can determine the organic solids. So this will be used for the research purpose, whereas the normal water quality parameter, we can determine only total solids, total dissolved solids and total suspended solids. Thank you.